Hello students, welcome to this session of your history class. So last session we have read two chapters, chapter 1 and chapter 2, and also we have discussed the question answer of both the chapters. I think you will be understood that two chapters and you have written all the question answer in your note copy. So this session we will discuss about your civics. So your civics first chapter, the Constitution of India. So in this chapter we'll read about our constitution, how the government is ruling over us, and what are the framework, what are the rules, regulation regarding that we'll read in this chapter by which the government can run its country. And before going to read the chapter, first our work is to understand what is the constitution. So open your book. So page number your 98, you open first chapter, the Constitution of India. Yes. So the Constitution of India, that means first of all the India becomes independence on August 15, 1947. So after getting independence, then how the government can run, how the people can administrate under the government, what rules to be followed by the government by which the whole country will be followed under a particular rule and regulation. So that is our constitution. So before the independence, our country was ruling by the British colonies or British government. And whatever rules, regulation the British people are made, so according to that only our country was running. So the law, the order, whatever it is to be followed by the India, it is making by the British government and the Great Britain, that is they are making. So the British Parliament, it is making that rules and regulation. But after getting independence, so it is our duty to rule ourselves. Our country should be ruled by ourselves. So the requirement of constitution was come up, and we need a complete rule and regulation by which our country can run under that policy, that rule and that rule regulation, that all. So that framework or that rule and regulation by which a country can be followed or our India can be followed, that is called your constitution. So the constitution means, what is constitution? The constitution is the body of the rules that determines the outline, structure and functions of the government. Understood? So the constitution is a body of the rules, the written document of the rules, okay, that determines, that confirms us the outline, structure, how the government can be formed, what is the function of the government, and how it will be ruled over to the country. The everything, entire thing is written in the constitution. So that is the meaning of the constitution. For example, I am telling you, your school is running under certain rules. Okay, your diary mentioned many rules. So and your timetable is given, and at what time the school will start and what time it will close, what are the holidays, everything it is mentioned in your diary. So according to that manner, the whole year it is continuing. So that is the rule by which we are following that rule and we are continuing our school. The same way, the constitution is that by which a government can run to its country, by which the whole people will follow that rule and government also will follow that rule. That is a written document, okay, and that is called your constitution. But some countries also having unwritten constitution. There is no written manner, but it is they are following. The British constitution is like that manner. That is not written, in any written document is not there, but they are following the rule of the constitution. So that is. So next thing it is that who framed our constitution? Who all are made this constitution? How it is made? So that we will see. So our constitution, it is made by Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly, it is one group of people, you can say, one group of people elected by the other people of the India. Okay, Constituent Assembly, that is called Constituent Assembly. So the Constituent Assembly means an elected body containing, elected body means the group of people, they are elected by the whole Indian peoples, other Indian peoples, and an elected body of containing representatives. So from every corner of the India, one person is elected and they are representing that area. Okay, like our Orissa, some persons are there, though they are representing Orissa. Like that manner, other states also some persons are there. So every corner of the India, every state, it is elected by the other people of India, other people of that state, and one person is representing to that state. That is called your Constituent Assembly. Okay, and Constituent Assembly, representative of the people that makes and adopts the constitution of a country. They made it. They made the constitution and adopts that constitution of the country. Okay, so after the actually what is the necessity came, that you will see why this Constituent Assembly it is made, that what is the necessity of that. So after the Second World War, when the Second World War was completed, thereafter the British government, they are not capable or they are not able to handle the Indian problems because they have their own country problem. So every time they are supposed to solve the Indian problem, so they are not that much efficiency was there. So they came under the heavy pressure by which their government also they to be managed. Thereafter the Indian government to be managed, India also to be managed by them. So in 1940, the British government for the first time, recognized the India right to form their own constitution. So in 1940, they directed message to the India that they should, they given message to the Indian people that they should make their own constitution by which they can run themselves. Understood? So in 1942, the British government sent Sir Stratford Cripps, one person. Okay, so a prominent person of the British government, he sent a person 1942 with some proposal. Some proposal they also given that how to make the constitution. Okay, how the constitution can be prepared, what will be the rules of that, what things to be included there. So that all things, by giving some points, he came to India. Who? That Sir Stratford Cripps. And he convinced the Indian leaders, prominent leaders at that time. He told the prominent leader, these are the points and these are by this manner you have to make the constitution. But our Indian leaders, they rejected the Clifford's proposal. They told, no, we will not follow the British government's proposal. British government's plan will not follow. So they rejected the Cripps proposals. Thereafter, after rejection, when it is rejected, again in 1946, Again in 1946, that is Clifford. In 1942, Cripps proposal, Sir Stafford Cripps. Sir Stafford Cripps, he came in 1940 with his proposal to how to make the constitution. But they are rejected. Our leaders, prominent leaders at that time, who all are, they rejected that one. Thereafter, again in 1946, the British government sent the another 3 person, that is called cabinet mission. Cabinet mission in 1946, cabinet mission. British government sent 3 ministers of the British cabinet to work out the modality of the granting independence in India. 3 cabinet ministers of their assembly, British assembly, came to India. With that minister of the British cabinet, they came to India to work out the modality. Modality means the way. What is the way to find out? Mode of existence, that is called. Mode of existence, that is modality. How we can get independence. After independence, how we will rule ourselves. What are the rules to be followed by which our government can run smoothly. Okay, so that all, the mode of modality, how the India will get independence. So that one. Okay, so the cabinet mission, 3 person of the cabinet persons, cabinet ministers, whose British cabinet ministers, they came to India. And the cabinet mission accepted our demands. Thereafter, when they came, so our leaders, they kept our demand against them. What demand? That our constitution we will make. So nobody will be help us, or neither nobody will guide us, nor any type of suggestion will get from any other country, even in British. So our constitution we will make. So by that demand, they kept against the British cabinet ministers. So they are accepted that one. They told, yes, you can yourself you can make the constitution. They demanded our own elected constituent assembly. We should make our own constitution assembly for framing our constitution. So our leaders, our prominent leaders at that time, Sarojini Naidu, Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, Maulana Azad, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So many prominent leaders are there. So that prominent leaders, they kept proposal that against the cabinet mission, that 3 persons, cabinet ministers, that we will make a constituent assembly, and our that constituent assembly will make constitution. So in that matter, no other country can help us. So like this manner demand they kept against the cabinet mission. Okay. Thereafter, the constituent assembly and its composition, how it was formed. Okay, how the constitution assembly was formed, and what is the main duty of that constituent assembly. So that we will discuss.